I will show you the easiest way to automate your WhatsApp messages. And I've been building WhatsApp automations for over 6 years and use them to help clients save hundreds of hours every month. So in this video, I will show you how to set it up and you will get my template for free so you can copy everything. But first, let me show you how it works on WhatsApp. So in this example, we have an e-commerce business and then customers start conversations and they say, "Hey there, I have a question." And then it says, "Hey there, I'm the digital assistant of e-commerce biz. I will try to answer your question. If I don't know the answer, I can always connect you to a support agent. What is your question about?" And then you can just click on this button. And then, for example, you can choose for delivery time. And then it automatically replies to, "If you order before 3, we will send your order today." But you can also ask questions. So for example, you can say, "When will my order arrive?" Then it says, "To help you with your question, we need some information from you. What is your email?" So then I just type in my email. "And what is the order number you have a question about?" So then you can just type in my order number. And then it says, "We will now connect you with one of our agents." And then you can also go with another question. So for example, if you go back and then here you click on return conditions, it automatically replies to that as well. And if the chatbot doesn't know the answer to a question, for example, we can say, "Got it. And how can I get warranty for my broken product?" Then it says, "I'm sorry, but I don't know the answer to your question. Do you want to be connected?" Then I click here on yes, please. And it says, "We will now connect you with one of our agents." So now that you've seen how this works, let's build this out step by step. And we will build this using a tool called ManyChat. It's one of the easiest ways to create WhatsApp automations, and I use it all the time for my clients. I use it because it's easy to use, 100% meta approved, and cheap. They offer a free plan, and the first pay plan starts at $14 a month. So if you don't have a ManyChat account yet, you can just go to the link in the description, and here you will find my link and my discount code that gives you 1 month of the pro plan for free. And full disclaimer, this is an affiliate link, so if you pay ManyChat after your first free month, I get a commission, but it doesn't have any influence on the price you pay, and it helps me to create free videos like these. So you can just go to the link in the description, or you can just go to chatamize.com/MC, and that will bring you directly to the ManyChat website. And then here you can just click on get started and then log in with either your Google or with your Facebook account. And then once you are logged in, you need to connect your WhatsApp number to ManyChat. And I have a separate video on my YouTube channel that explains how you can do this. So after you've watched this video, I highly recommend going to that video as well. I already have an account, so I would just click here on sign in and then go with sign in with Facebook. So now I am inside ManyChat, and when you get started with creating your WhatsApp automation, the first thing you need to think about is what are the most common questions your customers ask. And for an e-commerce business, that's usually things like order status, delivery time, or returns. But for your business, that might be different, but the idea is the same. Look at the most asked questions and then automate those first. And we're going to set this up in a way where people can either click on buttons or they can just type in their question. But to keep things simple, we will start with the button flow first. So in order to do that, you can just go here to automation and then click on new automation. And then each automation in ManyChat starts with a trigger. And the trigger is the event that starts the automation. So here you can just click on new trigger, go with WhatsApp, and then you can go with user sends a message. So whenever they send a message with specific words in it, we can automatically reply to that. And you can either go with specific words or you can go with the intention of AI. So then AI determines when we should reply to this or when we shouldn't reply to this. It's good to know that if you already have a ManyChat account, you can just buy the ManyChat AI add-on, which is $29 a month. If you're new to ManyChat, you don't have an account yet, then if you want to use the AI and want to use WhatsApp, you need to go with the Pro plan. So this Pro plan is $29 a month if you go with annual, and then you can connect it to WhatsApp and you also get AI. And it's good to know that this is unlimited AI. So you can either go with the text-specific words or go with AI. For this video, I'm going to keep it simple and we're going to do the text-specific words in a message. So if the message contains a greeting like hey or hi or hello or howdy, then we want to trigger this automation. So when someone types a message containing one of these words, then we can just click here on WhatsApp and then we will send a WhatsApp message. And then in this WhatsApp message, you want to greet the user and then want to show all of these buttons. And in order to do that, you need to click here on more and then click on list message, because this list message allows us to create this thing where you have a pop-up with multiple buttons. If we don't use the list message, we just have the buttons and we can only have 3 buttons, which is often not enough for a customer support chatbot like this. So we can just delete this first message. And then in this list message, what we're going to say is we're going to say, hey there, I'm the digital assistant of e-commerce biz. I will try to answer your question. If I don't know the answer, I can always connect you to a support agent. What is your question about? Just click on the button below. And then here you can type in a button title. So I will go here with choose options. And then when you click on that button, then the pop-up comes up. And then in the pop-up, you have multiple sections. For an e-commerce business, what I would do is like one for orders, one for returns, and then one for other, if people have other questions. And then for orders, we can have multiple buttons. So for example, we can have one with delivery time, and then we can have one with order status. And then for returns, we can have one for return conditions, and then one for return status, and then one for other, which is just an other question. So you can just make this bigger however you would like. You can add more sections, you can add more buttons, but this is basically how you set it up. Then when somebody clicks on delivery time, what we want to do is we want to automatically answer that question. So in order to do that, you can just drag this over here and then drag this to a new WhatsApp message. And then in that WhatsApp message, we can answer the question. So here we can say, if you order before 3, we will send your order today. Once your packet has left the warehouse, you will receive a shipping confirmation. Is there anything else I can help with? Now this works if someone clicks the button, but most people will just type something in like, what is your delivery time? So what we can do is we can create a separate automation for that and then link to that automation. So it doesn't matter whether they click on delivery time or they type in delivery time, they will always get this message. So in order to do that, we can just open up a new tab, the automation tab, and then here we will create a new folder. So I'll just call this automate WhatsApp. Click on this. Then here we have this new folder, and then inside this folder, we can create a new automation, and I'll just call this WhatsApp and then call this delivery time. And then we want to trigger this when somebody sends a message. So here, when they send a message that contains delivery or shipping and the word time, then we are going to automatically reply to that with the WhatsApp message. And we don't have to add the WhatsApp message here. What we can do is we can just click on this and then do a Control-C on a Windows or Command-C on a Mac, and then do Control-V or Command-V. And then you have that over here. You connect it to it, and then you remove it from this flow, and then we just connect this automation to the automation we just created. And then you cannot click on this yet because we haven't set this automation live. So when you click here on set live and you enable this trigger, then if we go back, we click here and click on select the automation, and then we can select it, right? So that's basically how it works. So now whether they click on delivery time or they send a message with delivery or shipping and the word time, then we send this automatic reply to that. Then we can do the same thing for return conditions. So return conditions is also like a straightforward answer. So we can just create a new automation for that. So I will just call this WhatsApp and then return conditions. And then here we can automatically reply to that. So I would just copy the answer from my second screen. But that is, here are the return conditions. You can only register a return within 14 days after receiving it. Is there anything else I can help with? And then we can trigger this when somebody sends a message with return in it, but also the word condition or time or term or policy. Then we will trigger this automation. And we also want to trigger this whenever they click on this button, return conditions. So again, we connect that to that new automation, automate WhatsApp, return conditions. So that's how you do that. Then we have order status and return status. And somebody asked about the status of their return or the status of their order. What you actually want to do is you want to ask for their email and you want to ask for their order number. And then you can connect them to one of your agents or someone on your team that can look it up for them. So in order to do that, we will also create a new automation for that. And we will just call this WhatsApp and then order/return status. Because for order and return status, for both of these options, we basically need to get the same information. We just need to get their email and we need to get their order number. So you don't have to create separate automations for this. You can just create one automation for it and then reuse that for both options. So in order to do that, we are going to add a new trigger, WhatsApp. And this will be if the message contains order or return and the message contains status, then we want to trigger this. It's also good to know that we can add multiple of these triggers. So for example, we can add a new trigger, WhatsApp. And then if someone says, for example, when will my order arrive? Then you want to trigger this as well. If the message contains when or arrive, and the message contains order, then you want to trigger this automation as well. So you can have multiple triggers that trigger one automation. So it's good to know that. Then once this is triggered, what you want to do is you want to collect their data. So the first thing that you want to do is we say, to help you with your question, we need some information from you. Then we add a small delay, so you make it more conversational, and then you want to collect their data. In order to collect data from someone in ManyChat, you need here to use the data collection element. So here what we will do is we will set the reply type to email, because we're going to ask for their email. So we're going to say, what is your email? Please type in your email below. And then the reply type is email. When you set this to email, what ManyChat will do is it will check if the given email is actually a good email, like if it's in the format of an email. If it's not in the format of an email, it will automatically send this retry message. And by default, ManyChat allows the user to skip this question if they type in skip. We don't want to have that, so we are going to remove this. And then we also want to make sure that people have enough time to actually answer this question. So we're going to set the data collection expires to 23 hours. So they have 23 hours to reply to this question. So that is for what is your email. And then once we have the email, then we can say, thanks, add another delay, and then we can add another data collection element to collect the order number. So then we can say, what is the order number of the order you have a question about? The order number always consists of 6 digits. We basically say this because often people cannot find their order number, so we give them extra instructions to find it, so they are not going to say, oh, where's my order number? So then we say, just type in your order number below, and we can save this to a custom field. So in ManyChat, you have two types of fields. You have system fields and custom fields. System fields are like default fields, like a name or an email or a phone. Custom fields are fields that you can add yourself. And in this case, we want to add a custom field order number. So in order to do that, you can just click here, click on user field, and then you can just type in order number, and then make sure that the type is text. So you want to have it as a text, and then click on create. The reason you want to have it as text is that sometimes order numbers also contains letters. For example, it could be like AB133456. Like that could be something. So I always set it to text, because if you set it to number, it always needs to be a number. I already have that custom field, so I would just click here on select it here, order number. So we have that. And then once we have the order number and we have the email, we actually want to connect this person with one of our support agents or someone on our team. So then we will say, we will now connect you with one of our agents. And then in order to notify someone on your team, what you can do as a next step, you can add here an action. Click on action, go with inbox, and then mark the conversation as open. In ManyChat, you have two types of conversations. You have closed conversation and open conversations. Closed conversations are conversations that are handled by your automations and by your chatbot. Open conversations are handled by your support team. So that's why we are going to mark the conversation as open. Then we want to assign someone to the conversation. So you can assign a group of team members, or you can just assign yourself. In this case, I will assign myself. And then you can notify the people that are assigned. So you can send a notification. In this case, I would just send it to myself. This notification will be sent by email. And if you have the ManyChat app, they have an iOS and an Android app, you will get a notification on your phone as well. So that's basically how you can do that. And then you can click on set live. So now this entire automation is working. We just need to make sure we connect it to the welcome automation. So we can click here on order status and click on start automation. And then go here with the order return status automation we just created. And then we can connect the return status one to the same thing, right? So we can reuse that. Then the last thing that we need to create is the other question. So it could also be that people have another question. If they click on this one, what we will do is just send a very simple message, basically saying, what question do you have? Just type it in below. And we are just using a normal text for this, because it could be, you might be thinking, oh, maybe we need to use the data collection element here. The moment you use a data collection element in ManyChat, all of these triggers that we have set up over here, these don't work anymore. And it could be that people say, oh, I have another question, and then still say, oh, what is the delivery time of my order? And we can actually automatically reply to that. So that's basically the reason why we just use a normal thing over here. So we can just hit now set live, and we can also give this a good name. So we call this WhatsApp and then welcome message. And then this is working as well. Then the last flow we need to create is the default reply. The default reply is your fallback automation. If someone sends a message and nothing else triggers, the default reply starts. So in order to set it up, you can just go here to settings and then go here to WhatsApp. And then here you have the default reply. So you can just click here on create new reply. Once you do that for the first time, you automatically get this trigger, but this trigger will be set to once per 24 hours. You don't want to send this once per 24 hours. You want to send this every time this default reply triggers. So you can just click here on every time. And then what you want to send here is you want to say, I'm sorry, but I don't know the answer to your question. Do you want to be connected with one of our agents? And then we can add a very simple button with yes, please. And then once they click this button, again, we want to connect them with one of our agents. So instead of recreating that what we already created, what you can also do is you go back to the other automation and you can just hold shift on your keyboard and then select these two elements and then copy this again. So Control C or Command C and then Control V, Command V. And then you can copy that and that will save you some time. And then you hit set live and then this is working as well. So now we have set everything up. We set up all of the individual automation, the welcome message and the default reply. So the next step is to actually test this on WhatsApp. So if I go here to WhatsApp and then I type in, hey there, I have a question. Then it says, hey there, I'm the digital assistant. What is your question about? So I can just click on this, then go here with delivery time. Then it gives me an automatic answer. Then if I say, when will my order arrive? I actually already ordered it. Then it says, to help you with your question, we need some info from you. What is your email? So I would just type in my email. Then it says, thanks. And what is the order number of the order you have a question about? So then I can just type in this order number. And then it says, we will now connect you with one of our agents. And then you will get an automatic notification in your email. But if you then go to the ManyChat inbox here, you can go to inbox, go to assign to me, and then go with the open chat. So these are the chats that need to be handled by you or someone on your team. You can just click on this and then you can take over the automation. What you can do is you can just pause the automation. You can pause it for 30 minutes. You can pause it for 1 day. So I'll just set this to 1 day. And then I can just take it over as a support agent. So I can say, hey there, I am from support. I will look up your order status now. And then when you send this, this will automatically be received on WhatsApp as well. So you can see here, hey there, I'm from support. I will look up your order status now. You can basically have a back and forth conversation with someone here. Once you are done, what you can do is you can just click here, then click on resume automation. So now the automations are working again, and then you can mark the conversation as closed, and then you have handled this, and then this is working. And that's it. That's how you automate your messages on WhatsApp. And if you want to copy this exact setup, you can grab my template in the description and get started right away. Now, this is a simple flow-based setup, but if you want to take this to the next level and automatically reply to more advanced questions with AI, then you should watch this next video.